it's Katie, and welcome to my corner of the world, and welcome to another Mask Monday. Today I have my little bestie here beside me. She is going to help me out today. Want to introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Emily, and I am her daughter.
That is correct. Emily is my daughter. Emily is here with me today to celebrate a Mask Monday, and also to talk a little bit about autism and autism awareness, autism research, autism acceptance. And we are part of a collab of phenomenal YouTubers who are doing this today to bring awareness and acceptance to autism. The month of April is Autism Awareness Month. So, Emily and I were asked to be in this. Neither of my children have autism. I do have a lot of friends who have children with autism, so I can kind of speak to just being a friend to them as a mom. Emily has done a lot of work with children with autism as a friend and a companion, right? Explain what you do with children with autism.
Like in school?
In school and during the summer.
Okay, so in school, especially this year, I have two kids right next to me that have autism. Both of them have autism. And one of them, he gets off task a lot, and he's really crazy.
So what do you do?
I try to calm him down. And if he needs help finding something, and my teacher, is in the middle of a lesson, I help him find it.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
That's okay. And you're often you often end up sitting next to someone with autism, right? Kind of all throughout elementary school, because as you're very accepting, right? And you're always willing to help other people, right? Mm-hmm. And you're not judgmental. You just help them because they need help with something, mm-hmm. right? Which I think is like a really important part of being a friend to anybody, right? You just help them without judgment, and they need a little assistance, and you're there to help them out, right?
Yeah, like...
Okay. So Emily's going to talk a little bit about being a friend. She also works during the summer as a peer navigator, peer supporter, right? Is that what they call it?
Peer mentor.
Peer mentor in this SOAR program. And SOAR helps the kids with autism learn how to behave a little bit more socially appropriate, right? So what do you do in that one?
Okay.
So what do you do in SOAR?
So basically, it's kind of like school, but it's basically kind of like a half day.
Mm-hmm.
So we play games a lot of times, so mm-hmm. we can interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like, especially the kids with autism.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I got stuff in my mouth. And then we also read books about not just autism, but like feelings and emotions.
Mm-hmm.
So the people with autism can understand it more.
Mm-hmm.
And know what different emotions people have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're learning kind of about your world.
Yeah.
And at the same time, you're kind of learning a little bit more about their world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. In a lot of ways, it's like just being a good friend to anybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to talk about a little bit, and before we get into that, real quick, hi, my name is Katie. On my channel, I usually do a whole lot of unboxing, subscription boxes, mystery boxes. I do Mask Mondays every week. Emily joins me about once a month usually to do some fun questions and things. This week she's joining me for something a little bit more serious, although you wouldn't know. She's acting. I also do Tea Tuesdays and anything else that I kind of find that is fun and interesting, and I hope you do too. if any of that interests you, please consider hitting subscribe down below. Oh, and to my tried and true followers and subscribers, thank you all so much. I so appreciate you, and I love you guys. So, today, before we get into kind of my part, I wanted Emily to talk a little bit about what she does. We are wearing the Creme Shop Be Clear Skin. It is the little kitten. We were actually shopping yesterday, weren't we? At TJ Maxx. What are you doing?
I feel like you're about to get mad at
me. You're going to like blend right into the background there. Yesterday we were at TJ Maxx and they actually had a Creme Shop one with the bunny rabbits on it, and I know we had one at one point. We must have used it. Emily was like, I'm 87%, like oddly specific, that we have the bunny rabbits. And I was like, I don't think we do, but I listened to her.
Why'd you listen to me?
I don't know. Why do I listen to a 10-year-old? Oh, that's a good question.
10 and 3/4.
But, she thought we had the bunnies. We did not, so we decided to go with our kitten today.
Our pin.
And it does match our pin. We do have these little pins here that say Autism Awareness Month. They are little kitty cats holding the puzzle pieces. As the puzzle pieces have kind of become synonymous with autism, as has the color blue, although there is a lot of debate in the community around those two things. So, but one of the reasons I got these pins, and I got them from a place on Etsy, and it is because the owner of the shop has several of these awareness pins, and she donates the proceeds from those pins to a charity for that cause. So I thought that was good. I do like to know that it is making an impact somewhere. Mm-hmm. That being said, Ed, when we're looking at charities and where you want to donate, there are things that you should look at. Not all the time is the big charity that everybody knows about necessarily the best charity. They're well known because they spend a lot of money to become well known, and not necessarily is their money all the time going to the families or towards research. So it's really important to look at something called the Charity Navigator, and I will put that down below. It's charitynavigator.org. You can look up any cause that you are interested in. You can filter it on 5-star ratings. You can filter it to look at places you can feel good giving to, meaning you know your money is going to help support programs and services or support research or it's not going towards other things. Now, that being said, of course, staff salaries and everything do need to be paid, but typically, if it's an education staff person, then that is going towards education for families. So one that I found for autism, I am not saying they're the best charity. Charity Navigator does rank them very high. They have a 5-star rating. They are considered a charity you should feel good donating to. Is OAR, or. Alright, it's the Organization for Autism Research. Now, I am a researcher in my real life, not on YouTube. I am not an autism researcher, and that is very important. Thank you, Emily. I do not research autism, so this is one that I found that I thought was good. I am not an autism researcher. I am not telling you this is the charity that you should donate to. This is just one I found that I thought had some really interesting things going on. Like I said, it's called OAR, and they do a lot of education, and they have research grants available. The research grants are fairly small. They're for what we call pilot studies. Pilot studies are small studies before the big, huge ones go on. And they do have, one of the things I really liked is that they have an impact report on their website. That's one of the first things when you go under like who we are, is our impact. So since 2002, this organization has funded more than $4 million in autism research. Now that may not sound as big as some of the other ones, but like I said, they do it in the form of pilot studies and graduate research studies. So it's really like the up-and-coming researchers that they're looking at. The other thing that I thought was really interesting and I thought was a really great thing was not only are they supporting research into autism, but they're supporting people living with autism. And one of the ways they're doing that is they've given over $1 million to 356 people with autism who are attending college or vocational schools. So they're giving their money to help them advance and really get into the fields that they are interested in. And they do a lot of education. They've published several series. A lot of it goes into schools. So they have like a whole kit for kids, a whole kit for teachers, and for the kids, it's kids like Emily who are their peers in the classroom to kind of understand a little bit more about what autism is, why the children might be having some behaviors. There's Emily, I don't know, she amazes, you guys know that watch me regularly, Emily amazes me every day with her kindness and her caring, and she has just always been that kid that the teachers have sat children with autism next to help out, and she just gravitates towards them. She loves them as much as she cares for her other friends. And some of them have become very good friends of yours, right? There was the one little boy, he actually ended up going to a special school, but he became one of your very good friends.
Yeah, in 3rd grade.
Yeah, in 3rd grade. You were quite sad when he left.
Yeah.
And children with autism, it's a whole spectrum. In fact, we're going with a family this afternoon to a show. Both of their boys fall on the autism spectrum.
Wait, they do?
Yep.
I thought it was just one.
Oh, I think both. And see, this is it, they're high enough functioning. The one falls very high on the spectrum. We have another family that we're very good friends with. Their son falls kind of in the middle of the spectrum, and he's very good friends with Andrew. And one of the things that we know is that they often get interested in like one thing, right? And they want to talk about that and only that.
Yeah. Like, who are you talking about, Banana? Who are you talking about?
And he's in Andrew's Boy Scout troop, and he just loves to talk about like one thing all the time. And Andrew's kind of fine with that. He'll come home from a camping trip and be like, hey, all he did was talk about this, but I was okay with that. And I think Andrew just enjoys having somebody who kind of wants to be with him and talk to him. So, I think, like I said, she amazes me every day with her kindness and compassion and for people. But one of the things that they did have on here, like I said, were these kits. So they have both the activity workbook and then they have a PDF on how to be a good friend. It's just a 2-pager, and all of them kind of give the same things, but as the kids get older, they explain a little bit more and go into a little bit more depth of how they can do that. So what are some of the things that they say to do?
Ask them to join you.
So ask them to join you in a game. Sometimes they won't know kind of socialization, how to come up and ask to join into something, right? Right. So if you went to one of your friends and said, hey, come on, let's play. That helps a lot, right? Hey, what else?
Be patient.
Be patient, because sometimes they're not going to quite understand the rules of the game, or they may not understand and what is socially appropriate in the game, right?
And also, I watch this family on YouTube, and I think almost all of her kids has autism, and her son, he likes dancing, and he doesn't pick up the choreography right away because his brain, it just doesn't work like other kids' brains.
Right. Hey, but his classmates are patient with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let them control the conversation about autism.
So what does that mean?
So if you're with some autistic kid and you don't know like a lot, don't question, just let them say, what was I going to say?
Right, you don't want
to just like go ahead. Like,
They're not,
I think autism is this thing.
Right. You want them to give the narrative. Yeah, you could ask them
what is autism?
What is autism, and have them tell you what their experience is like. They're kids first, right? They're not defined by their autism. You know, you'll say my friend Sally. You don't say my friend Sally with autism, right? Okay. So what's next?
Embrace your differences.
Is and that goes for any friend, right? Actually, all of these do, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what is the next one?
Take a stand against bullying.
Right. And if anybody said anything about the kids that you're friends with, autistic or not, what would you do?
I would tell a teacher.
You would tell a teacher. And would you tell them, hey, stop that. That's not nice. Yeah. So you would stand up against anybody who was bullying anybody you knew, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then what's the last thing?
Learn more about autism.
And how can you do that?
Asking a teacher or another adult.
You can go through the worksheets on here, or you can watch YouTube videos about it. Just ask your parents, make sure you look at them. One of my favorite ones, and that I think explains it really well, is there's the One Arthur episode. Oh, right. Where they talk about autism.
Yeah.
George Lundgren is the character. He befriends somebody at the library. Turns out that the child has autism, and George is trying to learn more about it. Of course, Brain is the one who knows all about it, but I think they give a fantastic explanation that kids can really understand. And
Carl is the kid with autism.
Emily and I are just here to kind of talk about our experiences. Like I said, I wanted to give you a little bit of information on how to look up not just charities for autism, but any charity that you might want to donate to. Look them up on someplace like Charity Navigator. See what they are actually doing. Look at their websites. Look for that impact statement, and to see what they're really doing out in the community. This was just one I thought was interesting. It does seem to get a very high mark. I really liked it because of what they do for education and helping other children understand and what autism is. We are going to do a little giveaway. Anytime we have the Creme Shop mask, we always have an extra one. So Emily and I will be giving away this. Also be giving away this Freeman mask. This is the anti-stress clay mask. As we will be sending you one of the little pins, and I will throw in a couple of other items for you also. So what is the word that they should use? Use the word cat. Now, because we're wearing our kitty cat mask. All other rules apply. Hey, like I said, there are a bunch of other channels that are doing this. Also, they will be listed down in the description, and as will a playlist. As you will have to be subscribed to everyone, and in order to win the giveaway. These are the first two things I'm putting in. I will put in several other items though also. I will definitely put in one of the things you use to put on these type of masks. So you must be publicly subscribed to everybody who is in the collaboration. You must be 18 years or older. You must live in the lower 48 contiguous states. Shipping rates are just way too crazy. this will be up for 2 weeks. This will be open until the 20, I think, yeah, until the 25th.
Yeah.
On the 26th, I will choose a name and announce the winner. Once the winner is announced, they will have 48 hours to get in touch with me, either via Instagram or email. Both of those are listed in the description, and they're always at the end of every video. Well, once I take this to the post office, I can no longer be held responsible for anything lost, broken, stolen, missing, etc. I believe that's it. So I hope we brought a little bit of awareness, a little bit about acceptance and education, and to you today. We hope that everybody has a great week, and until we see you next time,
Bye.
bye.